Welcome back to yet another Project Sekai event guide, where we are listening to the soft sound of rain upon our windows and still have a burning hatred for Mafuyu's mom. A small notice before we start, I do now have a business email that you can find under the About section on my channel. You can use this email to contact me about inquiries or questions surrounding both Project Sekai and the channel proper, or send me suggestions, ideas, or topics you think I might enjoy. But with that, let's get into the event information. The next event is We Escape to Survive, which is a Nightcore 25 focused limited event in the Cool attribute that will run from April 30th to May 9th. The commission song for this event is called Kitty and will be delivered to your mailbox on April 30th. Kitty will come with both a virtual singer version sung by Hatsune Miku and a Sekai version sung by Mizuki, Len, Kanade, Mafuyu, and Ina. And the song will not release with any alternative vocals. The story-focused character of this event is Mizuki, with the supporting cast being Mafuyu, Nightcore 25 Luca, Nightcore 25 Len, and Enna. And the synopsis reads as follows. Kanade and the others are searching for a way to help out Mafuyu, whose circle activities are being restricted. In the midst of everything, Mizuki thinks that it'd be better for Mafuyu to calm her mind and her heart first, so they decide to make some time of their own to do some work together with Mafuyu. And this is of course followed by the virtual live show that will start on May 9th and run to May 10th. The virtual live show will of course grant you 300 gems for participating and a Mizuki sticker called It's Okay to Run Away. And the new item for the virtual live shop is a glow stick in the form of a kitty's paw based on the We Escape to Survive story. It will cost 1,000 paid gems to unlock this to customize your avatar with. And the gacha that will be running alongside the event is called We Escape the Rain, and it will start on April 30th and go all the way to May 11th. This is of course a limited gacha, meaning that the cards will not enter the standard gacha pool once the event ends and instead will enter the vault, where they will be kept for a year's time. The gacha focus characters this time around are Mizuki with the card The Words Only I Can Convey.
もう無理だって思ったら逃げていい。
This is a scorer skilled card with the skill name being called For Whom Do You Smile Today? And of course, scorer skilled cards will give a 100% score bonus for 5 seconds at skill level 1. And of course, as always, the card comes with an exclusive costume called Runaway Cat. The costume comes with a universal accessory, accessible for everyone if they unlock the costume, and a unique accessory only accessible for Mizuki once you unlock the limited hairstyle that belongs to the costume. The second card in the gacha is Mafuyu's card, which is called The Road That Has Been Cut Off.
どうすればいいの?
And this is a healer skilled card with the skill name being Late at Night, All Alone. Healer cards, of course, at skill level 1 will recover 350 life and give you an 80% score bonus for 5 seconds. The limited costume for Mafuyu is called Lost Kitten and has a universal accessory that everyone can wear once they unlock the costume, and an exclusive accessory that only Mafuyu can wear once she unlocks her hairstyle at Mastery Rank 2. The final available card in the gacha is Nightcore 25 Luca with the card Change the Way You Think.
あなたはどんな方法で心を守ったの?
And this is a Nightcore 25 scorer skilled card with the skill name being Whisper That Can Move Your Heart. Unit scoring skills are a bit complicated, but at skill level 1 they will grant 80% score bonus for 5 seconds and gain an additional 10% boost for every Nightcore 25 member except for themselves, and another 10% boost if all cards are from the same unit, Nightcore 25 in this case, up to a boost of 130% for 5 seconds. And finally, Luca's unique costume looks like this and is called Escape Girl, and just like Mafuyu and Mizuki, she comes with a universal accessory that everyone can unlock once they unlock the costume from the costume shop, and she comes with an exclusive accessory that requires the unique hairstyle that comes with the card that you unlock at Mastery Rank 2. We also, as always, have 2 exchange shop cards connected to the event. The first one being a Nightcore 25 Len in the pure attribute called Compassion Felt Throughout the Ribbons, and he is a healer skilled card. And the 2-star card is a cool attribute Ina called Frustration, Regret and Gratitude, which is a perfect locker skilled card. They will, as always, become available once the event starts through the exchange shop for 15,000 tokens for the 3-star card and 5,000 tokens for the 2-star card respectively. Before we continue on to the team event building section, I wanna request that you subscribe if this guide is currently helping you and you are enjoying the content. Moving over from the general event information and into the event team building, of course the 3 focus cards from the gacha will grant the standard 70% bonus as they are the event focus cards. But alternatives with a 50% bonus to fill out the roster, we have quite a sizable amount this time around. To fill the slot of Mizuki, you have 4 available options, being the Release Celebration Gacha 2-star card, the 3-star card from the event Carnation Recollection, and 2 permanent 4-star cards, the first one being from the event Heat Up Kageyama High Shearing Squad, and the second one being from the event Guiding a Lost Child to What Lies Beyond. As for the rest of the Nightcore 25 gang, Mafiu has 4 available cards, being her 1-star card, her 2-star from the event What Lies Beyond What Lies Ahead, and 2 permanent 4-star cards, the first one coming from the event Imprisoned Marionettes, and the second one coming from the event Guiding a Lost Child to What Lies Beyond. Ina, on the other hand, has 5 available cards, including her 2-star card from this event, We Escape to Survive, her 3-star card from the Release Celebration Gacha, 2 permanent 4-star cards, including the card from Ringing Sounds at the Summer Festival, and the 4-star card from the On This Blank Canvas I Paint. And finally, she has her happy birthday card from second year that will release on the same day as the event starts. Kanade has 6 available cards, including her 2-star from the event Singing with You in a World Where Cherry Blossoms Dance, her 3-star card from the event Melody's Glowing Warmth, and she has 3 available 4-star cards, one of which is limited. The limited card comes from the event Memories Carried by Candle Scent, and her 2 permanent cards come from Imprisoned Marionette and On This Blank Canvas I Paint. And her final available card is her birthday card from the first year. And we cap this off with the Virtual Singers, and this is a unit focused event, meaning that all Virtual Singers with the Nightcore 25 tag in the cool attribute can give the 50% bonus. This time around we have 5 available Virtual Singer cards with a 50% bonus, including the 2-star Luca from the Now I Tie This Ribbon event, the 3-star Mako from the What Lies Ahead What Lies Beyond event, and 3 available 4-stars in the form of the Miku from the Imprisoned Marionette event, the Rin from the On This Blank Canvas I Paint, and finally the Len from the event Guiding a Lost Child to What Lies Beyond. And because this is a unit focused event, this also means that all Virtual Singer cards in the Virtual Singer tag that has the cool attribute can give the 40% bonus, and this category includes the 1-star Mako, the Greedy Judge Kaito from the 7 Deadly Sins, the Happy Anniversary First Year card for Rin, the Happy Anniversary Second Year card for Kaito, and finally the Bridge to Reconciliation, which is the Colorful Festival Rin card from 2.5. We do have a minor asterisk to point out though, as the Nightcore 25 Luca 2-star card was released with Now I Tie This Ribbon, meaning that she entered the standard gacha pool with the Hidden Circus gacha. This means that if you did not play during Now I Tie This Ribbon, or you have not summoned after Hidden Circus, you will not have this as Luca. But I do not think that this Luca is going to cause a lot of problem even if you don't have her if you've played for a little bit. The team building for this event is actually quite solid, with a lot of old 2 and 3 star options that actually covers the entire team. And Ina being a exchange shop card, meaning that everyone can pick her up even if they don't have the 3 star Enna. It's also worth pointing out that there are 12 available 4 star cards, only one of which being limited and the others being quite old at this point, meaning that they have been accessible for a long time in the standard gacha pool, which means that there is a high likelihood that you might have gotten one of these cards at some point during summons. And even then you can build a super solid team with 3 star cards and 2 star cards without any major issues. I don't have much more to say about the team building as it's actually a very solid selection, so instead we can move over to the future usability of the focus cards. And this time around only one of the focus cards have seen any future use on the Japanese server, being Mizuki's card. Mizuki will see use during the event Let's Study Hard, which will run from September 20th to September 28th, and this is a mixed event in the cool attribute with Anne, Akito, Tsukasa, Rui, and Mizuki as the focus characters. And Mizuki is one of the 3 focus characters for the event Let's Study Hard, meaning that the Mizuki from We Escape to Survive is technically of lower gameplay value than if you would summon directly from the event itself. But again, future usability should not be the deciding factor if you'd summon from a gacha or not. Instead, you should summon from the gachas you love, this section being more so to help future planning. And Mafio and Luca has not yet seen use on the Japanese server, as We Escape to Survive is the last cool attribute Nightcore 25 unit focused event that has ran as far as we can currently see. This does mean that Nightcore 25 is most likely due for another cool attribute event sometime in the near future, but it's worth mentioning that it's most likely a few months off, as Nightcore 25 just concluded their last unit focused event on the Japanese server. But as always, I am not psychic, nor am I affiliated with Sega, meaning that everything I say is just speculation and judgment based on how the current event schedule on the Japanese server looks. As for the exchange shop cards, of course, the 2 star Enna is available during this event We Escape to Survive as a 50% bonus card, which we already mentioned during the event building section. I don't think I need to elaborate anything more about We Escape to Survive, and of course she is under the same stipulation as Mizuki, Mafio and Luca that there hasn't yet been another Nightcore 25 unit focused event in the cool attribute. The 3 star Len, on the other hand, is of the pure attribute and has seen use in a single event. Len sees use in the event Knowing the Unseen that will run from April 10th to April 18th, 2025. This is Nightcore 25's most recently concluded unit focus event and includes Enna, Mafio and Len as the gacha focus characters, with Kanade and Mizuki as the exchange shop characters. This does mean that Nightcore 25 Len is available with a 70% bonus during this event if you do decide to summon from Knowing the Unseen. But if you're not going to summon from Knowing the Unseen, the 3 star exchange shop card is a super strong alternative, especially seeing as Len only has a single 2 star available in the pure attribute with the Nightcore 25 unit tag. So I highly suggest you pick up both the 3 star card and the 2 star card as soon as possible so you do not forget them, as Enna is available with a 50% bonus during We Escape to Survive, and the 3 star Len will be the strongest alternative if you do not summon from the gacha Knowing the Unseen. The usability this time around isn't that stellar. Of course, all of the cards will be usable during the Nightcore 25 World Link event in November, and also there is most likely a cool attribute event on the horizon for Nightcore 25. But since we don't know when the cool attribute event will happen, and all cards in the Nightcore 25 unit is usable during the World Link link event, these cards as of now does have a rather low value when it comes to gameplay. But as always, this should not sway you from summoning the cards you love, especially if you're going to tier We Escape to Survive. But I don't have much more to say about the future usability of these cards. Instead, we can look at the future limited costume for these characters that you can summon as an alternative if you're not really certain that you want the We Escape to Survive set. And as always, we have a few new limited costumes and a few reruns to pick and choose from when it comes to Mizuki, Mafuyu and Luca. The first new event we will see we have talked about quite a few times now, being Hectic Cafe Rec, that will run from July 31st to August 8th and will include Saki, Airi and Mizuki as the focus characters. This is followed by Luca that will be available during the event Let Your Song Resound Throughout the Sekai that will run from August 31st to September 9th. It is worth mentioning that Let Your Song Resound Throughout the Sekai is a very special event as it is a virtual singer focused limited event. The event includes Wonderland Showtime Miku, Nightcore 25 Rin, Leonid Len, and more Jump Luca as the gacha characters. This is then followed by the event Next to the Unchanging Warmth, running from December 31st to January 7th, 2025, which includes Mizuki once again, Shiho, and Leonid Meiko. Next to the Unchanging Warmth is also tied to a colorful festival, meaning that there are two colorful festival exclusive cards with this event, being Shizuku and Minori. And the final limited event we have seen with one of these characters as of the time of this recording is Relax Tea Time, that should be running from February 28th to March 6th, 2025. But these dates are due to change as it was a leap year this year. And of course, Relax Tea Time includes Mafuyu, Ichiga, and Kanade as the limited characters. It isn't a very great selection of new limited cards for these characters, and the same can be said for reruns as it currently stands on the Japanese server. The first rerun we will see with one of these characters will be the Darkness Fest first rerun, which will start somewhere between the 13th and the 18th of October. This is then followed by the second rerun of the gacha Yearning for Spring in the Night that should be starting somewhere between November 15th and November 18th. We will then see the second rerun of the Knights of White gacha that will start somewhere between the 15th and 18th of February 2025. And the final rerun that we currently know of is the second time rerun of Hermit's Path that should start somewhere between the 15th and the 18th of March 2025. The selection of limited costumes this time around is quite small, both for new limited costumes and old rerunning favorites. Meaning you don't actually have that many options for Mafuyu, Mizuki and Luca if you don't wanna summon from the We Escape to Survive focus characters. Which leaves us at the ending. Should you participate in the We Escape to Survive event, and should you summon from the We Escape the Rain gacha? And as always, the simple answer is yes. If you love these cards, love these characters, or just like the vibe, you should definitely summon from the gacha if you have the funds available. Of course, you could argue that these cards haven't seen a lot of use on the Japanese server with a 50% bonus, and that the selection for Nightcore 25 cool cards for Mizuki, Mafuyu and Luca is pretty decent, meaning that you don't really need the 4-star cards if you already have a solid event selection. But I can definitely see why these cards are so alluring to so many people. They have a very heavy atmosphere and very cool color selection. My biggest gripe with the cards in general being that Luca doesn't quite look like Luca in her trained card art. If you love the vibes, the cards, the costumes, Mizuki, Mafuyu or Luca, and you have the funds ready, I really say go for it. They are limited cards after all, meaning that they have higher value than permanent gachas. They won't be available for another year if you don't go for it now, and they won't be available through things such as pick lists or other paid gachas, so I really don't see a reason not to summon from this event if you love the cards. And even if you're not going to summon from the gacha, the event building for this event is damn stellar, meaning that most people will most likely be able to build a 250% team even if they don't go into the gacha. And I think that's the best kind of event, where there are very heavily thematic cards with a lot of great vibes that really resonate with some people, while the people who might not want to summon from the gacha or don't have the funds ready can still skip it and build a pretty decently stacked event team. But with that, I don't think I have much more to say, so please down in the comments tell me what you think about the new and updated structure. I've condensed the information quite a lot, and then you can tell me what you think about the We Escape to Survive event. Are you going to summon? Are you going to tier? Are you excited for Kitty to be released as a commissioned song? And while you're down there, please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, ring the bell, and share the video with a friend. I cannot thank you enough for getting to the end of the video, and as always, I will not keep you here any longer. Let's get out of here for the week.